2, 1, 0. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Spring Fever. As always, it is me, XFL Jim. And we're on a very spooky episode today because there's a lot up in the air with the Canadian Football League. As always, I am joined by the man himself. It is Erik, a.k.a. Uncle fucking Rico. What up, buddy?
Nothing, dude. Just living the dream, man.
Dude, shout out. We know plenty about being hot guys. Shout out, Ween. My man. Erik, the CFL. We are coming down. We are on week 15. There's only so many more weeks left to go in the regular season, Erik.
How many more is there? Like 55?
Counting this coming week. Week 15.
I thought that was funny as hell.
That was pretty good.
I thought that was funny.
I was locked in on the number, trying not to forget it. 7. Counting week 15, there are 7 weeks left.
Jeez, are you going to cry? Or are you going to
Erik, I cry every year. Every Grey Cup, I cry. It's tears of joy mixed with sadness. Joy that we got here. I'm sad that it's over. Every Grey Cup.
Do you two don't cry for me, Argentina? I can see you doing listen to a little Enrique Iglesias.
No, I listened to some Celine Dion and just the tears just swell up.
I mean, what's your favorite Celine Dion song?
Let
me guess. My Heart Will Go On.
No, that's close, but it's all coming back to me now as my favorite Celine Dion song.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have took you.
I love My Heart Will Go On. Don't get me wrong. I love that song. But come on, dude.
Did you cry at the end of Titanic?
No. I do cry when I listen to that song, but it makes me think of the CFL. It doesn't make me think of Titanic when I listen to that song.
Or did you walk away thinking, goddamn Rose, what a fucking bitch, dude. Just letting Leo just sink to the bottom.
I thought that old bitch deserved to die.
That's what I thought.
Shout out Jeff, shoot some football meth straight into my veins. Erik, let's take a look back at the past of the CFL. But before we do that, and before we break down week 15 and our picks, give our picks to you, and give you another great DFS lineup. Erik did pretty good last week. Did all right. Not to our own horn. Did pretty good. We're also talking some Japanese football. We're talking a little XLeague at the end of the show today. Before we do all that, though, we have to thank our partners at Royal Retros. Go to Royal Retros. They have everything that you could want in a store. They have merch from the Seattle Sea Dragons to the Tampa Bay Bandits, old Memphis Showboats merch from the 80s, Philadelphia Stars merch, and even XFL, the Renegades, and the Outlaws that are behind me. They have it all over at Royal Retros. And when you go to Royal Retros to get the sick merch, use promo code SPRINGFEVER for 10% off. That's Spring Fever, all caps, all one word, for 10% off at checkout. Erik, let me take a guess. You watched 0 minutes of CFL Week 14.
Jim, you are correct.
I guess correct. It does hurt that here are the days of the CFL last week. Friday, which I streamed. BC versus Montreal. Great game. Saturday. So it really sucks, especially for people like us, when it goes up against the college football slate.
So look, dude, I don't mean to be mean, Jim. If I have a choice between CFL and college, I'm going to pick college.
Erik, I don't mean to be mean. If I have the choice between CFL and college, I'm picking college. College football is by far and away my favorite sport on the planet. It's not even close. Okay. UFL is right there. UFL is my favorite professional league. CFL is right there. I love the CFL to death. College football is my favorite sport on the planet.
All right, so let's just have a little fun here. All right, so I'm gonna write these down. We're gonna rank if my pen works. All right, so we're gonna put.
While you're doing that, I do want to reiterate to the people, I did watch the games. I had them recorded and watched them on Sunday.
So we got NFL, college, CFL, UFL, XLeague. You watch Arena, right?
Yeah, you don't need to throw Arena in there, though. It's kind of different. You don't need to throw Arena in there.
All right, so I'll just do XLeague, UFL, CFL, college.
Outdoor football.
Outdoor.
You can include ELF in that, although actually, never mind. Don't include ELF because ELF's so hard to watch. You got to get a whole package for it, and already
All right.
made my mind. Okay.
Okay. Rank them. So there's NFL.
You want me to go 1 to
CFL,
how many are there? Go through them real quick for me.
NFL's college, CFL, UFL, X League, and outdoor.
No, they're all outdoor. So just there's 5. It's top 5.
Well, you said outdoor league. I thought
No, like they're all outdoor. We're not including arena football.
Okay. Okay. So those 5.
Okay. Number 1, college.
All right, college.
Number 2, UFL.
Okay.
Number 3, CFL.
Ooh.
Number 4, NFL. Number 5, X League.
Okay. So mine would be 1 NFL.
Over college.
2 college.
2 college.
3, and I'm sorry, Jim. UFL.
I don't know why.
CFL.
That's fine.
X League.
That's Erik. You Erik. This is why I love the dynamic of our show. You're like the more. I don't. This is not to sound mean. You were like the more casual spring football and like non NFL football enjoyer.
And I'm fine with that, Jim.
Yeah, I like having your perspective matched against mine when I'm a freak for this shit. So NFL, I guess you grew up in Michigan. You have a professional team that you've always rooted for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, growing up in Nebraska, we don't have any professional teams, so it's college all day.
All day, every day?
Yeah, and then I just fell in love with like spring football. So it's like it was the XFL, USFL, UFL. I love it to death. I love it so much. And then yeah, the CFL to me is just it's more entertaining. It's not the NFL is obviously the highest level of the sport.
Yeah.
Obviously. And there's something to that. But the entertainment factor for me personally has always been higher in leagues like the CFL, UFL, and so on.
Respect.
And that's why I love them. That's how I would rank my top 5. Erik, looking back, though, to the CFL, Friday, September 6th, BC 37, Montreal 23. This is only Montreal's second loss of the season. And Nathan Rourke has been getting better each and every week. The BC Lions did come out and say they kind of reevaluate the quarterback position every single week because I talked about it on my CFL recap show on Monday. Vernon Adams, before getting benched, was like buying away the front runner for the MOP, which is the CFL's MVP. For those of you who are listening who are not aware of that, since he's been benched and Rourke has come in, that award is kind of all up in the air. It's a wild like race for MOP this year at this point.
So let me ask you this. I mean, do you think he's got it? Like,
do I think Rourke has the job?
Yeah.
I think so. He's gotten so the stat sheet, if you just look at the stat sheet, not fantastic. 22 for 28, 304, a touchdown, 3 interceptions. Mm-hmm. I watched this game. I think if I remember correctly, 1, maybe 2 of those were like wide receiver tips.
Okay.
So he's got to cut back on the INTs. He looked pretty good. He's been getting better. The main takeaway from this game for BC was William Stanback for 20 rushes for 128 yards and a touchdown. He was insane. Now remember, he used to play for Montreal, so he was like very motivated for this game. He's crazy. He's having a great game, and the defense for BC was lights out, especially in the second half. Cody Fajardo couldn't do anything. Montreal couldn't run. It was a masterclass by BC defensively.
A masterclass. Okay.
And we'll go through the standings once we do this recap, just to like reiterate and show the people where everyone's at. But I think Erik kind of hit the nail on the head last week when we were previewing. Montreal already does have a playoff spot locked up.
So, they're just kind of going through the motions, you know.
Potentially. You still obviously want that first seed, but...
Yeah.
they're pretty far and away. Like, they have the best record. Every other team is sitting with multiple losses. This is only their second loss of the season. Now, to the next game. Toronto Argonauts 27, Ottawa Redblacks 41. It was not that close. Chad Kelly, everyone's favorite quarterback in the CFL, Chad Kelly. 4 interceptions, I think 3 of them in the first half. 2 easily in the first quarter. This was a rough game. He was forcing throws. He was being wild with the ball. I still believe the Toronto Argonauts can be a good team. We've seen it plenty of times. He's got to be more careful, obviously. Yeah. The big takeaway for me, though, is Drew Brown and this Ottawa team, while not flashy, they don't make mistakes. They do things great. The defense is good. The Ottawa Redblacks are just capital G good. They're not flashy like a lot of these other teams. They have some players, like Dominic Rhymes is a dude. We saw that last year with BC. They have actual runners when they can. And Drew Brown's like a fine quarterback. This team is just good. And that's something we haven't said about Ottawa for, 4 years?
Yeah. 4 or 5 years. Defense is a lot better.
Defense is so good for them, dude. You know where else the defense looks good? It's the Winnipeg. It's the Bombers.
I mean,
Bombers,
they're just peaking. It took them a little while. I mean, what were they, 0-3, 0-4 to start?
The Bombers, yeah, they started the season off kind of rough. The defense has really come online. Offense still lagging a little bit. Zach Collaros, I just don't know if he's ever going to get back to what he was. They're still dealing with some injuries on there. And Streveler is out for the rest of the season. Their backup and short yardage guy blew out his knee against the Rough Riders.
That's not good.
It wasn't great. It was not pretty. It was a freak accident, but it wasn't pretty. Rough Riders in this game for a good chunk of it, but Trevor Harris back-breaking pick on the final drive to maybe try and to win it. Just not going to happen. And now, Eric, the Rough Riders are doing the thing. I believe we've talked about this, I don't know, every year that I've been doing this show. The Rough Riders are now on a, let me see, one, two, and a tie. 3, 4, 5, 6-game losing streak and a tie sprinkled in.
Wow. The last time they won was what date?
The last time they won, gotta go back a ways. Week 5, July 4th, I believe. I think they got one after that. Nope, July 4th.
July 4th, Jesus.
Paul chiming in. Chad needs to soak in a CLR bath to get the rust off. 2 straight stinkers. Yeah, he does. For the Bombers, though, defense uncanny. Special teams is great. They score. It feels like it's not a majority, but if they didn't have Sergio Castillo kicking this ball, they wouldn't be in these games. He, what did he go with? He went, where is it? I had it pulled up. He went 4 for 4 on field goals.
Jesus.
They're going to need to, the defense is playing at an unreal level, though. And then you have Calgary 16, Edmonton 37. Calgary might be actually...
Elks, your baby Elks.
Dude, my Elks at 500-1, looking good. I think Calgary and Hamilton are going to be fighting for the worst team in the league.
I think it's already happening.
So they pull Jake Mayer this game. They start Logan Bonner, who I have just dubbed Logan Boner. Check out this stat line, Eric.
Give it to me, big dog.
21 for 36, 0 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
That's solid.
Don't know if you're ever going to win a game with 5 interceptions.
That's solid.
McLeod Bethel-Thompson didn't even play fantastic. He was 15 for 25 for 219, 2 touchdowns and an int. But with 5 INTs, you're not losing the game. Kevin Brown, again, it's the crazy thing. I've been saying it for weeks and weeks and weeks. All Edmonton needed with Trey Ford coming in. All they didn't even need specifically Trey Ford. They just needed to get a win, and something comes off of the shoulders of this team. They've been looking so much better. They had over 30,000 people in the crowd, which was an increase of 30,000. They get the playing winning football does wonders for this team. Crazy to think.
Yeah, it's I just want to say, dude, if the Elks can make the playoffs, that'd be absurd.
Well, they definitely can. So if we look right now in the divisions, in the East Division, Montreal has it like locked up. The only team that's like kind of close to them that might be able to get the East is Ottawa at 8-3. They're only 3 points behind. Toronto sitting at 6-6, and then you have Hamilton 3-9. That's your East Division. The West, though, is way more of a cluster. At the bottom, you have Calgary with 4 wins, 8 points. I'd have to do more research to figure out. I forget how the CFL does the point system. Edmonton at 10 points, 5-8, but they're at 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
Right behind Saskatchewan, who's at 11 points, Erik.
Jeez.
And remember, 6 teams make the playoffs. So Edmonton's right there. They're right there. BC is at 14 points, tied with Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm.
It's there for the taking, dude. And it kind of lines up in the futures that Edmonton Elks are plus 5,000 right now to win the Grey Cup. Just,
dude, you got value, buddy.
I got crazy value. I don't know. 500-1 to plus 5,000 in like a month and a half.
I didn't say, dude.
Your Red Blacks are still plus 750. We got value there too.
I mean, we're value machines, dude.
Erik, I think the dream for this show would be an Edmonton versus Ottawa Grey Cup.
Oh my god, dude. How hot would that be?
That'd be hot. That'd be hot. Especially for how bad these two teams have been these past few years.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. I'm rooting for it. Erik, are you ready to take a look to Week 15?
I am. Lay it on me, big dog.
Friday, September 13th at 9 p.m. our time. We have the Toronto Argonauts taking on the BC Lions. The Lions are 5-point home favorites, -5. Over under a 52, plus 195 on the money line for the Argos.
I mean, the gambler in me. Jimbo.
Tell me, because I might be thinking the same thing.
Tells me to take Toronto.
Right?
The gambler tells me to take Toronto.
I mean, So I do have a bet in this game. It's the same bet I've been making every BC game for a while now, and it's been hitting. Over 52. Give me the over. Chad
Over
Kelly
52.
not going to throw interceptions. He's still a decent quarterback. He's a pretty good quarterback in this league. Over 52 is my official play for this game. But I guarantee you talk to me Friday. I'm streaming this game. You talk to me Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to be on Toronto +5.
Okay.
I'm not on it right now, but something tells me you get close to game time. I don't know if I'll be able to help myself.
Why is that?
I just the gambler in me. It feels like I can't believe that. I understand BC's been playing better. Nathan Rourke is still thrown for more than one interception every start. I'm saying he's improved, but the stats are still there.
Okay.
The Toronto Argonauts have they have the most dynamic kick returner in the league. They have a solid defense. And if Chad Kelly isn't an absolute buffoon, they have a really good offense.
Mm-hmm.
I like the over. I'm taking the over, but I could be convinced at +5, and I might take +5 come Friday. Are you playing this one at all?
No.
Erik staying away. It's a short week this week, by the way. It's only 3 games. Saturday, September 14th at 2 p.m. Ottawa Red Blacks versus the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Ottawa is a 3.5-point road favorite. Over under 51, plus 164 in the money line for the Ticats. And I want to take the Ticats.
Yeah. Yep, I agree 100%.
You know what? You know what? I didn't before the show. Give me the Ticats plus 3.5.
I love it. Excuse me. I
Gotta play
love
the
it.
spot. Gotta play it.
Gotta play the spot
Because you
here.
know who Ottawa has on deck?
Montreal?
Montreal.
Yep.
They have Montreal on deck, vying for the East Division. That's a big game. Give me Hamilton plus 3.5.
That is a huge game, my friend.
Speaking of which, with Ottawa on deck, Montreal at 6 p.m. on Saturday heads to Calgary to take on the Stampeders. The Montreal Alouettes are 6-point road favorites. Over under a 50, plus 205 on the money line. I would be all over Calgary. I don't know what they're doing at the quarterback position. They've got 3 guys they're kind of like swapping in. I don't know what's going on there. This team is a mess right now.
Do you think... How can I word this? Do you think the line will move?
Depending on which quarterback?
Yeah.
So Bonner was terrible. Jake Mayer hasn't been good. And it sounds like they're also potentially bringing in Matthew Schiltz, or what I like to call Matthew Schlitz, whose time in Hamilton, like he had spurts similar to Jake Mayer. He was like streaky. But I don't know if any one of those guys leaves you loving taking Calgary there, even plus 6.
Yeah.
So what I actually did here, Eric, I went against my heart on this one. I went with my heart on Hamilton. I actually bet Montreal minus 5.5.
Really?
Yeah, bounce back spot. I feel like they generally recover well after a loss. And I don't think they're worried about the Red Blacks. I don't think they're looking forward. I don't think they're looking ahead. I think this is a bounce back spot for them. I went against my heart. I'm taking Montreal I took a minus 5.5. At 6, I say stay away. I think they win it by like a touchdown, maybe a little less.
Okay. All right.
You never know. The CFL's got weird things with the Rouge and all that stuff. The numbers are always weird.
The Rouge.
Shout out Rouge. No bets for Erik this week.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm on Toronto, and I'm
on Toronto. Okay, you are on Toronto plus 5.
Correct.
And you're on Hamilton plus 3.5.
Correct.
It's a dog weekend, except for Montreal. Dogs be barking. Okay, I might be bold and do a Argos Ticats moneyline parlay for plus 678. Jeez. Just sprinkle. Just sprinkle it on there.
Just do a little spring.
Just do a little spring. Erik, actually, you want to do a fun game? If you want to open up the college football Saturday slate, you want to see what games these are going up against?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's a fun little deal.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so Ottawa Hamilton is 2 p.m. our time, Central.
Okay.
What are we going up against?
Oh shit! You want me to pull it up?
I wanted you to pull it up. I mean, I guess I could.
I mean, I'm pulling it up right now, big dog.
So that's the 3:30 slate, basically. 2 p.m. to 3:30 slate. West Virginia Pitt.
All right, so we have to see what games are ending. Okay, so let's look at what games are ending in the early slate on Saturday. Bama, Wisconsin, and LSU, South Carolina.
Memphis, Florida State.
God really know Arkansas State, Michigan. That could be a barn burner.
Oh yeah.
I mean, people could be watching Memphis, Florida State just to see that.
That's the only one that I'm thinking.
BC, Missouri.
I don't know if I trust. Like BC, I like, but I don't know if I like them that much. But
I mean, Purdue and Notre Dame kick off at 2:30.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Prairie View, Michigan State.
Oh, that's a big one right there. A couple rivalry games worry me, like West Virginia Pitt, Oregon State.
Washington State.
Washington State. And then the other game for the CFL is at 6.
Oh, dude, that's dead, dude. It's going up against FIU and Florida Atlantic.
Oh, dead.
Actually,
this isn't a bad week for the CFL to be competitive with college. It's not a great week for the college slate.
But, dude, every week we say it's not a great week.
No, like crazy games will happen, but I don't think the TV numbers will be bonkers. But also, you take into account, I don't know, the crossover from people that like watch college that would then watch CFL. Also, it depends where the games are broadcast for the CFL. Let me see where they're being broadcast. So the Friday game we have on CBS Sports Network.
Okay.
The Saturday games we have on CFL Plus and CFL Plus.
Dead.
It doesn't matter. To be fair, it doesn't matter where the Americans watch. It matters how many Canadians watch. And I feel like Canadians would watch CFL potentially over American college football. NFL is a little trickier, but CFL like versus college, I think they do a decent. No, I think they pull in pretty decent numbers.
Yeah, I can see that.
Erik, are you ready for this DraftKings lineup?
Ugh.
Are you prepared?
No, I am not prepared.
We'll get prepared right now.
I got to pull up my stats, Jim.
3 games, Erik. 3 games. 3 less teams to choose from.
All right, here we go. Stats. Where the fuck are my stats?
3 less teams to choose from than
Where the
normal.
fuck is stats?
Get your stats.
Dude, Dude, I hate the way they fucking do this, dude.
Every week, people. Just wait. It's only like half a year until we're back to the UFL site. Dun, 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 dun,
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Quarterback position. We have what choices?
We have Toronto, Chad Kelly, BC, Nathan Rourke, Ottawa, Drew Brown, Hamilton is the fuck's his name? Oh, Bo Levi Mitchell, that's right. Montreal, Cody Fajardo, and Calgary, whoever the hell they're trotting back there.
All right, so
they got Tom. Just put Tommy Stevens in. Put touchdown Tommy Stevens, Syracuse legend. Put him in.
all right, here we go. I'm pulling.
Give me a team. Just give me a team, Erik.
You gotta let the big dog think, man. You gotta let
see the gears turning in that head.
All right, so we can look at it like this. All right, so we look at it like this. Edmonton not playing.
Edmonton not playing. Winnipeg not playing.
Toronto's really gives up a ton of opponent passing yards. Should we just eat Rourke?
I mean, Rourke's only 9,700.
All right, so let's eat Rourke.
The issue with Rourke is the INTs.
Let's eat Rourke.
Okay, so I was going to go that game regardless, Erik. I was going to either say Rourke or Chad Kelly.
Well, I mean, the thing is like, do you have more faith in yourself picking? So we can go Chad Kelly, and then we can go a skill player from BC, or we can go Rourke and then a skill player from Toronto.
I'd rather go Chad Kelly than skill player from BC.
That's what you want to do?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Let's go Chad Kelly. And then honestly, Erik, what's Toronto's run defense like?
They have given up the second least.
Oof, never mind then. I was going to go stand back, but damn. What are you feeling for running back? What are you feeling for running back, baby?
Montreal's running back.
Oh, you want the boy Walter Fletcher?
Yeah.
It's the best choice, honestly. Okay, BC, we're going to go Hollins. We're going to go Alexander Hollins here. It's either him or Hatcher, and I'm feeling Hollins. It's where they go when they need the most juice. Yeah, give me Hollins. Give me Hollins all day. Okay, we gotta cheap it up a little bit, Eric. We need to save a little money in some spots because we've gone pricey. So pick it. If you give me the team, I can find a guy. I like this system that we have.
A Tiger Cats receiver.
Tiger Cats receiver. Okay. I could go Smith. Dunbar's been my guy, but not this year. Tim White is like the go-to guy. Fuck. He's so pricey, though. Okay, let's come back to this one. We'll have Hamilton circled. Give me another one.
Can you double up Kelly with somebody?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. We can go... Ooh. Do I go Janarian Grant or... I think if we go Grant, it offers a little bit in the special teams, too. Let's go Grant. Yep, I got him with Grant. Janarian Grant.
All right. So what are we looking at now?
We got 2 flexes in the defense still. I'm going to come back to the Hamilton wide receiver depending on how much money we have.
Let's go to the defense.
Okay, defense. You want to just go Ottawa? 3,600?
Sure.
Okay, we got Ottawa in here. We have 0 Calgary players, which makes sense. We're going to get a Hamilton guy in there. Do you want an Ottawa player on offense?
Yeah, give me an Ottawa guy.
Okay. Ooh. Ackland is out. Pimpleton is out. Rhymes. Let's go Rhymes. Let's go Dominic Rhymes.
All right. Now, you're going to find a Hamilton player?
I'm going to find us a Hamilton player. Oh, it ain't easy. It is not easy. We got to go Smith. We got to go Keandre Smith.
Okay.
He balled out against Edmonton. He balled out a little bit against Montreal. He's not fantastic, but he's the best we got.
Now, how much?
We have $800 left over.
$800?
Yeah.
All right, give me the lineup one more time.
Chad Kelly, Walter Fletcher, Alexander Hollins, Janarian Grant, Dominic Rhymes, Keandre Smith, and
we have exposure to every team
except Calgary.
All right, perfect.
I like this team.
Yeah.
I like this team. Save it. Boom.
Saved.
It's saved. Whew. I'm getting hot. And I'm getting the vape is talking some CFL. And now, Eric, I'm ready to talk a little XLeague with you. It's week 2. It's round 2 of the XLeague Super X1 Super. Sorry, I apologize. A couple new faces here, but really the only teams you need to care about, everyone knows, Obik, Fujitsu, and Panasonic. Tokyo Gas versus IBM, Friday, which I believe will be like late Thursday here for us. Who are you taking, Eric? Just straight up, who are you taking?
All right, I'm trying to get to this thing here, man. I'm trying to get to what side are you on?
Oh, I'll link it to you, Eric. I'll put it in the private chat. Don't worry. I got you, baby.
You got me? Okay.
I got you.
Here you go. Jeez, how can you even read it?
It translates.
Where does it? How do you fuck you translate?
Refresh the page.
Oh, English, yes.
There you go. I got your back, Eric. I got you.
You got me.
This ain't my first rodeo on the XLeague website.
All right, game 1, we have Tokyo Gas
versus IBM.
Oh, IBM.
I'm taking Gas. I'm taking the Gas.
Really?
Dude, they've been improving. They've been getting better. They're like a solid. They're a feisty team.
Okay.
Then September 15th, Sunday, which is Saturday night basically for us, all Mitsubishi versus Obik. Obik all day. If we start doing this again, I think by round 3, Eric, we might try and do exact scores and see how close we are. But for now, we're just picking straight up. Fujifilm Ebina versus Nojima. I'm taking Nojima here.
Okay. All right, I'll take Nojima.
Oriental Bio versus Fujitsu. I mean, duh.
Yep.
It's Fujitsu. And then Sekisu versus Panasonic. Also, duh, Panasonic.
Yep.
And then the Fukuoka Suns versus the Elecom Kobe Phoenix.
I'm sorry, Jim.
I'm going Kobe.
I have no idea what I'm talking about here. I'll go
Eric, it's fine. It's fine, Eric.
Like, this is like me just going in a slot machine right now. No idea what's going on.
People love seeing it. The people need to know what Eric thinks.
The people need to know.
Yeah. Let me see. When's round 2? Okay, so September 14th. We get X1 area this week too. What? I thought it was just super. Damn. By the way, in the X1 area last week, our Lixel Deers won 21-0 over the Bulls. So, suck my dick.
Jeez, Jim.
Dude, the Lixel Deers are my team. Also, the As1 Black Eagles won 28-17 over the J-Stars. Also suck my dick. As1 Black Eagles are legit my team because they were the first XLeague account to follow me on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Represent the As1 Black Eagles. Respect.
Respect.
And finally, Eric, any parting thoughts, takeaways from you about CFL, XLeague, any spring football related thing going on?
I got nothing, my man.
Just enjoy the CFL, folks. It's been a very exciting season. I know it's harder for those of us who love like college sports and the NFL to like focus as much,
Or those
which is understandable.
Okay.
It's understandable for some. But the CFL is still an extremely exciting league. I will always recommend it. It's so fun and feisty, and just the games have come down to the wire more often than not. They've been awesome.
Yep.
I'm excited for the Grey Cup. I'm excited for the playoffs. I'm rooting hard for Edmonton. They need it. And I need it. Like I need air to breathe. Thank you all for watching. Go to Royal Retros. Use promo code SPRINGFEVER for 10% off. It's down here at the bottom. Go follow that guy at ETOF21 Sports everywhere you can find him. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. He's everywhere. Instagram. His website, ETOF21sports.com. I even went there to find some stuff. Follow me at XFL Jim everywhere. Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. I'm all over. The CFL recap series is about to get very, very interesting. For those of you who know, October will be a very interesting month for the CFL recap series. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time for another fiery edition of Spring